They had a very strong and robust work health and safety system, which, due to the characteristics of the business and the nature of work, had very high importance. So it was every distribution center had their systems in place that was aligned with the work health and safety system. My role personally is set in the HR team, so the national HR team. However, we decided to attach everything well-being related to the work health and safety system. It just gave it a little bit more importance, and we were able to use the existing processes to roll out the project. We got executive buy-in for this approach that also freed up some budgets, because we know budgets are still an issue sometimes to get for these initiatives. But it also allowed us to utilize some of the government resources, such as the German work health and safety regulators. So we kind of were able to utilize those resources too. And what I did, and I think I can only recommend this for anyone who works in this field, is to actually go out and experience what the workers do face every day. So I went out and worked in shift with the warehouse pickers, and I loaded trucks, and I went out with the truck drivers to deliver in early mornings, because I wanted to truly understand their pain points. I wanted to have this anecdotal knowledge from them to understand where we can support them better. We should ask our employees where we can support them. And I just didn't want to be that person who sits in head office and believes to know what the issues are. I think that's a really important piece that I would probably recommend anyone who works in health and well-being to experience what they're going through, and to experience what they're exposed to in processes, in working processes. So as a result of that, it also exposed me to all distribution centers, and it made me known as the person who wants to be really involved. It was a whole lot of work, and it was a whole lot of effort, and I'm not a big fan of waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning and hop on a delivery truck, but it did give me that kind of exposure to the people that I needed to roll out my projects. And with that, well-being became part of safety briefings. We implemented targeted manual handling training for different work groups, such as pickers and truck drivers, but also sales, who are constantly sitting on their bum in cars and out on the road. We used the work health and safety representative to give us feedbacks about pain points. We did health and well-being check-ins in the morning briefings. We implemented coaching for managing work-life balance in shift work, so education about sleep hygiene, nutrition, movement, and all of this was aligned with the other HR activities around other benefits. So I think I was very lucky to be able to experience this approach firsthand, with being involved in that at a very early stage of corporate health and well-being in Germany. So I'm actually pretty happy about that.